Ladies and gentlemen, they told you that playing fair would get you somewhere, that if you followed the rules, smiled at the right people, bowed at the right time, you'd win. But tell me, how many graves are filled with people who followed the rules? How many forgotten faces once believed in justice, kindness, patience? The ones who win don't ask for permission. They don't wait in line. They don't beg, they take. The world isn't some fairy tale. There are no heroes waiting to save you. No magical moment where everything suddenly gets better. There's only you, and the choices you make, and the strength or weakness you show. They'll tell you to be a good person. But what has goodness ever done for you? What has kindness ever given you except scars? They say monsters are born, not made. That's a lie. Monsters are created in the dark corners of the world, in the places where no one listens to your screams. Monsters are shaped by betrayal, by loss, by the slow realization that no one is coming to save you. You learn that if you don't stand up for yourself, no one will. If you don't fight for what's yours, they will take everything from you and smile while doing it. They want you afraid, fearful, weak, because weak people are easy to control. Weak people ask for permission. Strong people don't. Strong people don't care about their rules, their judgments, their carefully crafted illusions of morality. And morality, oh, that's the biggest joke of them all. Morality is just a leash they use to keep you from reaching out and taking what's right in front of you. But tell me, why is it wrong when you break the rules, but not when they do? Why is your ambition dangerous, but theirs is justified? You ever notice that? Because the truth is, the game is rigged. The ones in power didn't get there by playing fair. They took, they manipulated, they crushed whoever stood in their way. But the moment you decide to stop being their puppet, the moment you decide to take what's yours, they label you the villain. But lies can only hold for so long before the truth comes crashing in. And I am the truth, raw and unrelenting. I am the consequence of their actions, the shadow they tried to outrun. They thought they could bury me, silence me, erase me, but I'm still here. I'll always be here, as long as there are those who think they can play God without paying the price. Oh, they'll try to justify it, to rewrite history in their favor. They'll twist the narrative, make themselves the heroes, the saviors, the victims of a world that turned on them. But history is written in scars, in blood, in the lives they trampled to build their empires. And no matter how they spin it, the truth remains. They did this. They brought this upon themselves. So let them curse my name. Let them brand me as the villain. It doesn't matter. Names are just words, and words can't touch me anymore. I've risen above their games, their petty squabbles, their endless need for validation. I've seen the bigger picture, the pattern they refuse to acknowledge. And in that pattern, there is no room for their illusions of control. They'll never admit it, but they need me. They need someone to blame, someone to fear, someone to make them feel alive in the face of their own apathy. I am their scapegoat, their warning, their reminder that the world doesn't bow to their whims. And maybe, just maybe, they'll learn something from all this. Maybe they'll see the cracks before they grow into chasms, hear the warnings before they turn into screams. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll make the same mistakes, fall into the same traps, and call it progress all over again. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I've done my part, played my role, and now the stage is theirs. Let them dance in the ashes of their own making. Let them rebuild their broken towers. Let them believe the lie for a little longer. Because the truth is patient, and it always finds a way. They will try to rewrite history. They will say they always believed in you, that they saw the potential, that they knew you would rise. Lies, empty, pathetic lies. They were the ones who doubted you, the ones who mocked at you, the ones who left you in the dark, thinking you would never crawl out. But you did. And not just crawl. You shattered every wall they built around you. You broke through every limit they tried to chain you with. Now they want to stand beside you. Now they want to call you their own. No, they don't deserve to be part of your victory. They deserve to watch it from below, powerless, as you take everything they once denied you. They will call you ruthless. They will say you've changed, that you are not the same person you used to be. Good, because the person you used to be was weak, was narv, was willing to believe in fairness, in kindness, in second chances. But second chances are for those who deserve them, and these people, they don't. They had their chance, they wasted it. They tried to keep you in a box, to shape you into something smaller, something they could control. But you outgrew them. You became more. You are no longer the person they could laugh at. You are no longer the fool who waited for permission. You are no longer the one who let others decide your worth. No, you took that power back. You decided, and you chose to rise, to walk through the fire, to sharpen yourself into something unbreakable. Now, the fear in their eyes is real, because they see it now. They see what they have done. You gave them kindness, and they spat on it. You showed them mercy, and they mistook it for weakness. Now, there is no kindness left, no mercy, only the storm they cannot outrun, the reckoning they brought upon themselves. And when they ask why, when they beg for the version of you they once knew, you will simply say that person is gone. You killed them. And now, all that remains is what you feared most. They still think they matter. They still think their words, their opinions, their whispers hold weight. But they don't. Not anymore. They want you to turn around, to acknowledge them, to give them something. Anything. But you won't. Because they have nothing left to take, nothing left to offer. They spent every last ounce of your patience, your kindness, your forgiveness, and now they are nothing but echoes. They wonder if you miss them, if you ever think about what was, what could have been. But the truth, you don't. Not in the way they want. You don't mourn the past. You don't long for what was lost, because nothing was lost. You simply let go of the chains they wrapped around your throat and called love. They say you've become cold, that you've lost your humanity. But no, you simply stopped bleeding for people who wouldn't even hand you a bandage. You learned, you evolved, you adapted, and they stayed the same, clutching onto a version of you that no longer exists. They wonder what fuels you now, if it's anger, if it's vengeance, but it's neither. It's something much simpler, something far more terrifying. It's clarity, the clarity to see people for who they are, not who they pretend to be. The clarity to walk away without looking back. The clarity to understand that you owe them nothing, not an explanation, not an apology, not even a final word. They thought they had time to fix things, time to manipulate, to twist, to convince you that they still mattered. But time ran out. The door has closed. The chapter has ended. And you have already moved on. They will sit in their regret. They will drown in their guilt. They will tell themselves stories to ease the weight of their own choices. But it won't change the truth. It won't bring you back, because you are not theirs to break anymore. And the most powerful thing, the cruelest, most poetic end to their little game. You don't even hate them. You feel nothing at all. Oh, you still want more? You really think this ends here? No. This isn't a story with a neat little ending. This isn't some fairy tale where the hero gets a reward for being good. This is life. And life doesn't give. Life takes. You learned that the hard way, didn't you? You played nice, you waited, you did everything they told you to do. And what did it get you? Nothing. Just a front row seat to watch others take what you deserved. But that's over now. That old version of you, the one who hesitated, the one who doubted, the one who bent over backwards just to be liked. Gone. Buried under the weight of every single lie they ever fed you, and in its place, you. The real you. The you that doesn't flinch. The you that doesn't beg. The you that doesn't wait for permission to exist. Oh, they see it now. They see the change. They feel it in their bones. And it terrifies them, because they spent their whole lives keeping people like you in line, tamming you, weakening you. But now, they're face to face with something they can't control, something they can't break, and they'll try. Oh, they'll try. They'll throw words at you like chains, hoping you'll shackle yourself again. They'll say you're too much, too ruthless, too selfish, too dangerous. Good. Be dangerous, be ruthless, be everything they fear, because fear is power, and power is the only language this world understands. They talk about fairness, but where was fairness when you were struggling? They talk about kindness, but where was kindness when they left you behind? They talk about justice, but justice only exists for the ones strong enough to take it, and that's what you're going to do. Take it. Every single thing they told you wasn't yours. Every single thing they said you weren't worthy of. Every single thing they tried to keep out of your hands. No more asking. No more waiting. No more hoping that one day the world will see you, will understand you, will give you what you deserve. It won't. It never will. So make them see you. Make them understand. Make them watch as you rise from the ashes of everything they tried to burn down. And when they finally realize what you are, when they finally understand that you are not just another piece in their little game, but don't stop, don't break, don't ever look back, just smile. Because they always thought they were untouchable. They never saw you coming.
Ah, but strength isn't given, is it? It's earned. It's forged in the fires of despair, tempered by the cold winds of rejection. You've walked through that fire, haven't you? You've felt the ice in your veins, the burn in your chest as the world tried to snuff you out. But here you are, still alive, still burning, and that fire inside you, it's not just rage, it's purpose. It's the unyielding will to prove them wrong, to rise above the ashes and show them that they were wrong to doubt you. They'll try to pull you down. Oh, they'll throw everything they have at you. Lies, betrayals, even the people you thought you could trust. But what they don't realize is that every blow only sharpens your edges. Every betrayal only fuels your fire. You're not like them. You never were. While they cling to their masks, their fragile facades of perfection, you've embraced the chaos within. You've stared into the abyss and smiled, because you know the truth. The abyss isn't your enemy. It's your ally. And oh, how they'll hate you for it. How they'll try to paint you as the villain in their twisted little story. But villains, my dear, are just heroes who've stopped pretending. Heroes who've seen the truth and refuse to play by the rules anymore. So let them talk. Let them try to tear you down. Because while they're busy playing their games, you'll be building something real. Something they can't touch, can't destroy. Something that will outlast them all. You're not just a survivor. You're a force of nature. And the thing about nature is, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for approval. It simply exists, unyielding, unstoppable, undeniable. They'll never understand the kind of strength it takes to be you. They'll never know the nights you've spent staring at the ceiling, questioning everything, feeling the weight of the world pressing down on you. But that's okay. They don't need to understand, because this isn't about them. It's about you, about taking all the pain, all the doubt, all the anger, and turning it into something beautiful, something powerful, something they'll never forget. You don't need their pity, their approval, their acceptance. The only thing you need is that fire inside you, the one that refuses to die no matter how hard they try to extinguish it. So keep walking, keep fighting, keep proving them wrong. You've already won, you just don't know it yet. Because the thing about storms is they don't ask for permission to rage. And you, my friend, are the storm.
They laugh at you. They call you weak. They think they have you figured out. But they don't know what's brewing inside, do they? They don't hear the fire crackling in your soul, the storm gathering in your mind. They think they broke you. But oh, how wrong they are. You see, pain doesn't destroy people like us. It molds us, shapes us, refines us into something they could never comprehend. They tried to drown you in the darkness, forgetting that darkness is where you thrive. It's where you were born. And now you rise from it, not broken, but transformed. The world is a stage, and everyone plays their part. Some are heroes, some are villains. But you're something else. You are the chaos they can't control, the storm they can't predict. You don't play by their rules anymore. You don't wait for a savior. You don't beg for mercy. Mercy is for the weak, and you've long since abandoned weakness. The old you would have cared. The old you would have hesitated. But hesitation is a death sentence in this world, and you refuse to die. They whisper about you now. They say you've changed, that you've become something unrecognizable. Let them talk. Let them wonder. They don't understand that the fire they lit inside you only made you stronger. That every betrayal, every scar, every shattered piece of your soul has only turned you into something sharper. You are not broken. You are reforged. And that is what makes you dangerous. Good and evil. Those are fairy tales for people who still believe in happy endings. The truth is, there are only the strong and the weak, the ones who take and the ones who are taken from. And you are done being prey. You are done playing nice. You've seen the world for what it is, and you've accepted it. No more illusions, no more lies, just pure, unfiltered truth. And the truth is this: power is the only thing that matters. Control is the only thing worth having. And you are done giving it away. You've spent too long in the shadows, watching, waiting. They never saw you coming. They underestimated the quiet rage in your heart, the cold calculation in your mind. But now it's your turn to take, your turn to rise. They will learn. Oh, they will learn. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need them to believe in you, because you believe in yourself, because you know what you are. You are the monster they created, the nightmare they feared. And now you walk in daylight, unafraid, unstoppable. They pushed you to the edge, and they expected you to fall. But instead, you grew wings. Instead, you learned to fly. And now you soar above them, untouchable. They wanted to break you, but all they did was set you free. Free from their expectations, free from their rules, free from the weight of caring. And now, with nothing left to lose, you are the most dangerous thing in the world, because they took everything from you, and yet here you stand, smiling, waiting, ready. And when the time comes, when they finally see you for what you've become, they will beg, they will plead, they will ask for the kindness they never showed you. But kindness is a currency you no longer deal in. Mercy is a language you no longer speak. They made their choice when they left you bleeding, and now you make yours, and your choice to rise, to conquer, to destroy everything that tried to destroy you. Because in the end, it was never about being good or bad. It was about survival. It was about winning. And you always win. Because you are not the victim. You are not the hero. You are not the villain. You are something else entirely. Something darker. Something stronger. Something they will never understand. And that is what makes you unstoppable.